And welcome, everybody, to the Coach's Corner here at Canyon Lake High School. Canyon Lake Broadcasting, Voice of the Hawks, brings you the show with Coach Strum and student athletes and everybody here at Canyon Lake High School, covering the sports that go on here at the high school. We welcome everybody here, and we appreciate you viewing here this evening at 6:30. You can catch us here at the Coach's Corner every Monday night at 6:30 here in the weight room, and we'll talk about the current sports and events going on at Canyon Lake High School. And right now, the sport that's on everybody's menu is Canyon Lake High School football, as the football team makes the playoffs for the 8th season in a row. And we have Coach Strum here with us today on the show. We'll talk a little bit about the sports playoff, football playoffs, and then we'll go into a little bit about Friday's game with Lavernia. And then in the third segment, we've got here on our right is Tanner Schultz, the junior strong end on the offense. And then on my back shoulder is Hunter Anderson. He plays in the secondary. Sophomore, had a big hit in the Burnett game last Friday night. We'll talk to him a little bit how that played out. But for now, we're going to talk a little about football with Coach Strum, and we appreciate everybody coming here tonight. Coach, thanks for taking some time with us. And I know it's a long day for you guys. Get here like at 6 o'clock or earlier, and now it's 6:30. And, now we're standing around here going to talk for another 30 minutes.
No, we'd much rather be doing this than putting away equipment like some of the teams in the state are. So feel fortunate. So we'll take this any day.
Yeah, so as a lot of people may or may not know the history of Canyon Lake playoffs, Coach has been here since day one. He was part of the original crew that came over here, so he knows all the playoffs and how they unfolded. First playoff game was against China Spring in 2009.
Yeah, we came off. That was the first year we had seniors. We came off a 1-9 campaign, and those seniors had a chip on their shoulder, and we upset Liberty Hill here and got in the playoffs. Went up and played a very tough China Spring team and just came up short, but it was a great turnaround. I think that kind of set the tone for our football program. Going 1-9 that first year without seniors, and everyone's like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Turn around and make the playoffs in a really tough district with Wimberley, Liberty Hill, Burnett, Llano, some of those guys. So I think that kind of set the tone in 2009.
Yeah. The following year, 2010, we had a playoff game against Burnett, which a lot of people don't know, but we owned Burnett pretty well, going even back that far. Talk a little bit about the 2010 game.
Yeah, that's memorable because that was our first playoff win.
Right.
We were an underdog going into that game. Ironically, we were 5-5 going into that game, and I think Burnett was 7-3 or 8-2.
Yeah.
And we ended up winning. I think it was 27-20 or something like that. But it was a big win for our program. Again, piggybacking on making the playoffs, the next year we actually win a playoff game. So it was huge for our program.
Yeah. Marble Falls the game took place at Marble Falls, and Burnett came in. I'm not saying none of the too cocky, but they definitely, nobody was during that time haven't given us any chance at all of winning that game.
Right, and I know it's cliche-ish, but it's a new season. Whether you're 10-0, 5-5, 4-6, we've won a playoff game when we've been 3-7, beating a Pleasanton team that was 9-1. So as long as the coaches and the kids believe, that's all you can ask.
Yeah. So moving on from 2010 and 11, we did make the playoffs. The 2011 team, we were 8-2, and I know people don't understand that, but if you could shed a little light on that, it'd be great.
Well, we lost the wrong game. Wimberley won the district that year. They ended up winning the state championship. We beat Navarro. Bernie beat us. Navarro beat Bernie. That was the last year they only took 3 teams to the playoff. So it was a 3-way tie for second, and with tiebreaker points, we lost out by 2 points. So we sat at home at 8-2. So and we remind our kids, a lot of the years that those district games are so important. I mean, You can be 5-0, 4-0 in non-district, and you lose the wrong 1 or 2 district ball games, you're sitting at home.
Yeah. Big implications when you talk about winning district, and as you say, a lot of kids every year in and across state, they don't truly understand that they have the bad non-district schedule, but it's all about the district. And the 2011 team was, man, they were packed solid. That's the Zach Henshaw era, and having that team go that strong and not going to playoffs is really a shame. So moving forward, we've done 8 years in a row with playoffs in 2013 all the way to today's date. That says a lot about the program making the playoffs. As I can tell you, Fredericksburg doesn't have that record.
Right, and it's the consistency. We would like to have won more playoff games, but making the playoffs every year. The talent pool goes like this. I mean, everyone knows that. but our kids, it's an expectation now to make the playoffs. It's not one of our really big goals. Our big goal is to play meaningful football in December, win district championships, things like that. So making the playoffs is kind of an expectation. And that's really unique in a school that's only been around, a little more than a decade. Some schools that were built back when we were are still looking for playoff berths or playoff wins or something like that. So we're real fortunate, and I think a lot has to do with the consistency on our coaching staff. We haven't had a lot of turnover, so we're all on the same page and know each other, know the expectations, and I think that's great for our kids.
Yeah, it does. Consistency builds chemistry and team camaraderie, and having that expectation, hey, we're going to get the playoffs. If we want to go to the next level, that's what we more expect of. I heard that kind of in the 2016-17 era, and we did well in 2017.
Yeah, 2016 we lost the district championship here against Taylor.
That's right.
Ended up getting a bad draw with Liberty Hill in the first round and exited in there. But our seniors came back, and our motto that year was finish, and we ended up beating Taylor for the district championship. Winning our first round game against Gatesville, winning a second round game for the first time in program history against Pleasanton, and then taking Waco La Vega to the brink. They pulled away in the fourth quarter, but that was a special year. Having a district championship, playing football in December. That 2017 team has kind of set the bar up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've talked to our kids about that. We want to raise the bar from the 2017. Is it going to be easy? No, but that's the bar that's been set, and we want to.
Yeah, I think of that Lampasas game, the team, as the players grew a lot, saying, hey, we can hang with these teams, and we want to go deep. We've had that experience early on in district, and hey, we may have that opportunity, in the playoffs. You never know.
Yeah, and we've been battle tested. If you've watched us this year, you got your money's worth. I mean, we've won high-scoring games, lost high-scoring games. We've won low-scoring games. We've lost low-scoring games. We've been in overtime. We've had three or four games come down to the last possession.
Yeah.
So if anything, we're battle tested, and we get into that situation in the playoffs, I think our kids will handle it just well.
Yeah. Some of the things you learn in the district and non-district in the early part of the season bode well for you in the playoffs, especially in a younger team like Canyon Lake has.
Yeah. And we're looking forward to Friday to see how our kids respond. We call them young now, but I think they've grown up, especially with the ball games we've had. A wealth of experience, and hopefully we can take advantage of that.
Yeah, so how many by district titles do we have at Canyon Lake? Somebody asked me the other day.
Three. Yeah,
okay.
we beat Pleasanton, La Vega, and then Gatesville for by district, then one area title when we beat Pleasanton.
Yeah, that's one of it back there. That's a 2017 trophy, what Coach was just talking about in that great year we had. But we got the playoffs around the corner Friday night. We'll talk a little bit about that when we get back after we take a break and a sponsorship break here. But lots to talk about with Lavernia. Friday night's right around the corner. Game's going to be close, folks. It's going to be down in Canyon High School in New Braunfels. We'll talk about that a little later as well. We'll be right back after these messages.
Whether you're needing assistance with your mortgage to buy your home, buy a vacation home or rental property, refinance or take the equity out of your home to pay off high-interest credit card debt or other financial needs, call Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, your local mortgage lender. Whether you have great credit or have had an issue or life situations that have affected your credit, he is there for you. Call him today at 210-240-6196. Mike Horner at Gold Financial Services, NMLS, number 234487, Equal Opportunity Lender. Gold Financial Services is a division of AMCAP Mortgages LTD, NMLS number 129122.
Hey Hawk fans, did you know that not only is Hawk Country a fantastic place to live, but Comal County and surrounding areas are amongst the fastest growing areas in the entire country? If you or someone you know is considering buying or selling any type of real estate, call your Hawk Strong Realtor, Steve Crisp. Steve has lived here for over 20 years and is very knowledgeable about the current real estate market here in Hawk Country. Steve is a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Don Johnson Company, located right here in Canyon Lake, home of the Mighty Hawks. Whether you're interested in selling or buying, let Steve go to work for you, furnishing all the information needed to make an educated real estate transaction. Due to the strong real estate market, our property here in Hawk Country has and continues to appreciate in value. If you own real estate and would like a no-obligation market analysis on the current value of your property, give Steve a call at 830-832-0257. That's 830-832-0257. Go Hawks!
This is Stephanie at Good Life Pharmacy. If you have not had a chance yet, stop on by our pharmacy and come meet our team. We are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays 9 to 2. Come check out our website at www.goodlifefarm.com. We also even have an app that you can use on your smartphones to help manage your refills and requests. You can even text us through the app and we can respond quickly to your questions and concerns. Again, stop on by when you get a chance or give us a call at 830-214-2920. Thank you so much and take care.
And we're back to the second segment of the Coach's Corner here at Canyon Lake High School in the weight room. And we appreciate everybody tuning in again. A lot of people out there watching the Canyon Lake Hawk football season as it goes from 5 and 5, 3 and 2 in district, and pulling out the number 3 seed in the playoffs, where we have drawn Lavernia. Lavernia Bears are an old neighbor of ours. We played them during the regular season. We played them in scrimmages as well, and we'll be playing them Friday night at 6:30 at Canyon High School in New Braunfels. Tickets will go on sale Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. ComaLSD.org. Go to athletics, and you should have the brush fire link there as well to get your tickets for the parents. And limited seating, I'm guessing, but a lot more since the bigger stadium.
Yeah, it's going to be on our. We were lucky enough to win the flip. We're the home team,
Okay.
so there's going to be, I believe, 1,000 seats available.
Oh, wow.
So they'll go on sale at 9 a.m. Wednesday morning.
9 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Got that. So going to Lavernia, old foe, not an unknown entity out there. We've played them quite a bit in scrimmages as well. Talk a little about their coach and their program at 7-3.
Well, they're a storied program. They've made the playoffs, I believe, 20 plus years in a row.
Wow.
Believe it or not. Their head coach has been there 3 years, done a great job. 2 years ago, they made it to I believe Liberty Hill beat them in the regional finals. He came over from Tyler Chapel Hill, I believe, won a state championship over there as an offensive coordinator. But we scrimmaged them when his first year as the head coach, so we know a little bit about their coaching staff. But they're a really good team. 7-3. Lost to Bernie by one possession for the district championship over in District 14, and they got a real strong passing attack. They got 4 really good receivers, a big old tall quarterback that can throw it a country mile, and and they go up and get it. And
Yeah.
Defensively, they're aggressive. They run to the football, so they're a good football team. They're 7-3 for a reason, and we're playing for a district championship for a reason. So we'll need to play well.
Yeah, the quarterback is 6'5", 210-pound Gage Lowry, and he has complete vision of the field when he drops back in the pocket. He's got 3 receivers that he normally goes to. Dulac, number 2, Carpenter, number 4, and Prasant, I think is his name, at number 6. Yeah. So we'll have our hands cut out on the defensive side as just like everybody else has.
Yeah, and we had a great practice today. Probably, I was telling the kids today, probably our best Monday we've had, which is at the right time. They present some challenges, some matchup problems, and their quarterback throws it well. His percentage, I believe he's 60% or above this year, accuracy-wise. So he gets rid of it, and his guys go up there and get it. So they're going to throw the ball around the yard. So
Yeah. Doesn't run much, but takes the cans off the RPO. Not much of a RPO, more of just a run. But I've only seen him run a few times. At not great speed. Maybe that presents an opportunity for us.
Yeah, and you never know in the playoffs. They might take those reins off sometimes, those quarterbacks. He's a good athlete, and he hasn't run it much, but they have run the ball close to 50% of the time, so a lot of outside zone stuff. But they do it well. They're a very well-balanced football team.
Yeah, they travel well, and they definitely are a storied program. I had them 20 years in the playoffs.
I think it's longer than that. I'm not sure, but it's been a long streak for them.
Well, so in their district, they have Uvalde Coyotes. They've got the Pleasanton Eagles and Bernie Greyhound and the Somerset, yeah. Teams we've all played in that district. Bernie and obviously Lavernia have done very well in there, but it seems like it's a scrappy district in District 14.
Yeah, Bernie and Lavernia are definitely finished 1 and 2. We're kind of the cream of the crop over there. And hopefully that, with our district, knockout, drag out, every week, hopefully that'll be to our advantage. Having to, Fredericksburg sitting at home, 5th place team's a very good football team.
Very good team.
They were ranked number 10 in the state at one time.
Yeah.
During the year. So that says something for our district. Everyone knew about Lampasas, LBJ, but ourselves, Burnett, Fredericksburg, and even Taylor was playing better after their COVID break. LBJ struggled with them a little bit. Week 11.
They did. And so District 13 will play 14, and we are the home team, correct?
Yes, we are the home team. So when you go get tickets, it'll just make sure you click on the home team admission.
Are we wearing our home green uniforms as well?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding. So there's 1,000 seats out there up for grabs. First time that many of y'all may have get the chance to go, being that many seats. But we'll have the game on starting at 6:30. So if you can't go, just go to King Lake Broadcasting. And we'll start the pregame at 6:30. And we're going to have Jason York on at halftime, our administrative rep there for the school board. We got a little Q&A there. We got maybe some other people I don't know in the mix that may show up. But should be a good game. Kickoff times at 7:30. And I don't know our overall record with the Bears, but really doesn't matter.
I don't think we've ever. I think we might be 0-4. We lost one. The last time we played them, or second to last, we lost 14-13 here. We lost over there 21-17. We played them the first 2 years. I think we're 0-4 against them, to be honest with you.
I have to call Don Holmes on that one.
Yeah, but I think I'm right on that one.
Well, good. Well, I appreciate you coming out here and sitting with us and giving a little 411. The rumors abound of what's going on and this, that, and the other, but we'll get it straight here. So, Coach, I appreciate it. We're going to take another break here. When we come back, we're going to talk to Tanner Schultz and Hunter offense and the defense here at Canyon Lake High School. We'll talk about some of their favorite games and famous hits and catches. So we'll be right back in just a minute.
Hey Hawk fans, this is Faith with Elite Water Rentals. Summer may be winding down, but one thing's for sure. It's still hot in Texas. So come rent a pontoon or jet ski from us. We're open 7 days a week, and your safety and satisfaction is our top priority. Beat the summer heat. Call 210-347-3436 to reserve your time. That's 210-347-3436, or visit us on Facebook, Elite Water Rentals. Go Hawks!
Hi, this is Terry from the UPS store located on 113 Stargrass inside the Good Life Pharmacy on FM 306. From packing and shipping to faxing and copying, we can do it all here at the UPS store. Amazon returns, we can take care of that. We also have a notary on staff throughout the day. Come see us here at the UPS store across from Rebecca Creek Elementary on FM 306.
PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime. No matter how large or small, how simple or complex your project may be, call on PaulSawyerSeptics.com. They'll meet all of your on-site sewage system needs. Give them a ring at 830-935-4936. Again, that's 830-935-4936. PaulSawyerSeptics.com, installing systems that last a lifetime.
Broadcasting, Voice of the Hawks, and coming to you live here on the Coach's Corner. We just talked to Coach Drum and got the 411 on the playoffs, the playoff histories, and some of the things that our viewers may or may not known about Canyon Lake football getting to the playoffs. But there's some of the things we didn't have time to get into, but most of our playoff runs, I think I'm right in saying this, we've been a little bit of an underdog, and we took down La Vega, and we were the last team to beat La Vega for about 3 years. We went in town and we took advantage of that. We came away with a win on the road. And, of course, we talked about the 2010 Burnett game. Underdogs there as well. And, of course, the Pleasanton game. We came in at 3-7. They were 9-1. And they couldn't figure out the slot T offense to save their life or to win a game. So Canyon Lake has been in the underdog position before. I don't think we're in an underdog position going into Friday's game at all. I think maybe we might be a slight favorite just because of the game you guys had against Fredericksburg. Burn it down to the last minute, Fredericksburg, and then, of course, Lampasas at number 2 in the state. That definitely put a look on Canyon Lake, thanks to you guys playing good offense and defense. So I think that might give us a little edge going into to the Friday night game against Lavernia. On my right is a strong end, big guy that doesn't get much credit, and that's Tanner Schultz, correct?
Yes.
He's number 40 on the team. You might see him come in and out, but He kind of sits up there with the big uglies. He's not as big and ugly as most of them, but he's the kind of guy that gets the blocks open on the jet sweeps and right on the end, and maybe cracks down right and gets those blocks that spring those running backs that are a little bit too cocky sometimes, right? Think?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how when you got on the team this year and coach said, "Hey, Schultz, come here. I'm going to put you over here." How'd that happen?
I just did my best. I blocked as good as I could block.
But when he said, "Schultz, come here. I want to put you at strong end," what did you think?
I didn't think I'd be starting.
You didn't think you'd be starting? And what did he tell you about strong end position?
Do your best.
Do your best. Did you know what strong end meant when you got on the team?
I knew it meant tight end, but
Kind of a tight end?
I thought it'd be more passing. It's more blocking.
He thought there would be more passing. He doesn't know. You don't pass. Anyway, good thought. It was a nice try. But you did catch a pass in Wimberley, our first game.
Did. That was my favorite game.
It was.
Blocked, went out, ball landed right in my chest.
And you took it for about a 9-yard game? Is that 9-yard pass play, something like that? About?
I got tackled by the only guy in front of me.
The only guy in front of you. There you go. You got more moves than Mick Jagger, don't you? Yeah. Well, on my immediate right is Hunter Anderson, number 19, right? And Hunter is a sophomore, and he's a secondary, and his brother Hunter is Chase Anderson. Sorry, Chase also is number 26, plays in secondary, and they are two sophomores that are earning their keep against a hugely passing district here. Everybody we played pretty much passes. Kind of learning on the fly, right?
Yeah, I mean, we came in, we're a little undersized, and we came in just first year on varsity. It was a lot to jump into, but all this experience going to the playoffs, I think we're ready. Team, we're prepared, we're good.
So his first game, one of his favorite plays, his first game, what would be one of you got a lot back. You covered a lot of people in secondary over the last, 8 or 9 weeks here, so.
I don't know. I think the most fun game that I had was LBJ, because, it was the first time it was our hardest game so far. We're playing some real studs in the offensive backfield. It was just a lot of fun, just knowing that we can keep up with these good teams and just play our football and keep up with people.
Yeah, LBJ, let's talk about that just a little bit. LBJ, you were probably about 1.5 feet shorter than some of the players.
Oh, yeah. They towered, man. They were big.
So what did Coach tell you when LBJ got on the schedule Friday night?
Just play with no fear. In the secondary, you're taking on dudes that range from like 5'6" to 6'6". You're playing some of the best dudes in the state. Just go in with a lot of confidence. Coach Hooper always says, "Win with your eyes," and your eyes will take you everywhere. So, really, our preparation, we're ready every week.
It's good. So, Tanner Schultz, just a little bit back to you for a second. This is your first year on varsity. You're a junior. You've got another year, correct?
Yes.
So now you know what to expect a little bit. What was the first thing you noticed about being on the varsity versus the JV?
Everything's a lot more fast-paced. They hit harder.
A lot bigger too, aren't they?
Bigger.
Yeah. Some people say it's speed and intensity every play.
Yes.
Would you agree with that?
I would agree.
So Schultz, you caught a touch. You caught a nice pass against Lampasas as well. Go. What play was that? Go into that a little bit.
That was 6-1-8 boot. Coach said I didn't even have to go out on a pass, but I wanted to, so I blocked for a few seconds and ran, and there was a ball in my face.
So you're the second progression on that play?
Third
progression.
Third.
So McMullen went down 1-2 and found Schultz in the open.
Yep.
And when you caught that ball, what'd you think?
Maybe I'll get more passes.
There you go, thinking again. I didn't know if you knew this. No, we're not a big passing offense. You know that, right? You know that now, right?
I do.
We pass when we need to, right? But you do have some good hands, and I guess that's going to come from the athletic ability of you play baseball as well.
Yes.
Somebody told you have a nasty screwball.
I have a nasty knuckleball.
Knuckleball? Is that what it is?
Nothing fancy.
Well, can't wait to see that during baseball season. So Anderson, let me ask you this. Last night, Friday night, burn it, tight game. Very big play coming up. It was 4th down, and so we had said, look, we're looking for some kind of play in the booth. Your father was there, Darren was there. We talked about it right before it happened. Look for something in the middle of the field in the flats because they're not going to go long. Give their athletes the chance to get the ball and run. And sure enough, there they threw a little bubble screen out to the side in the flats. 2 linemen. You come up, acting like you're 6'4", and lay in the wood, making the tackle. Go through that play.
I mean, I kind of knew they were going to pass. I mean, there was only one guy on my side. I was playing free safety at the time, and he went across. So I'm reading the quarterback, right? And they've been going to Escamilla, great running back, going to him all game. It's another thing Coach Hooper says again, just winning with your eyes. I saw the running back rail out. I saw a bunch of big dudes running right at me. So we work on that technique, taking on lineman blocks every week. I faked one way, went the other, and it took me right to the ball.
Yeah, good hit, by the way. A lot of people saw the hit. It was a big hit, and it stopped the drive for sure. But a lot of people didn't notice that you had to go through these 2 huge linemen to get there. What was that like?
Man, I mean, I kind of just picked the fattest one and said, "Let's go, man." I mean, the feet took me to the ball. It was fun play, man.
Yeah. Large man is what you're saying.
Yes.
Well put. Good hit. After you took the hit, I mean, you had to immediately know that the crowd was on your side and things went wild. Go through the euphoria of what was going on.
It was crazy. End of the game, about 4 minutes left. It was crazy exciting. Just everyone, we really came as a team, just celebrating. It just felt great. That's what you live for.
So when Coach Hooper put you in the backfield with your brother, did you have the inkling just to, hey, Coach, I'm 5'8"?
No, I mean, I'm not saying I have a lot of confidence, but like we both work hard. Our whole team works hard, and I mean, no matter what the situation is, we're going to put our best in. And I'm glad Coach, I mean, he puts the best people out there every week, and we do what we can.
That's good. I'm just kidding about being 5'8". I know you're 5'9", but anyway, it's all right. I played DB for all my career as well, so I get it, man. Always outsized. It's the heart of the lion, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good, you got that. So we're going into Lavernia. Any special things for Lavernia that Coach had without giving away any plans? Anything in Lavernia on your end that you are going to be doing different or looking forward to?
We're going to have to work harder than we ever have all season.
Yeah.
Clinch the win.
Clinch the win.
As you mentioned earlier, they got a really good quarterback. Lowry's really good. We've been watching film on him all week. And 3 or 4 good receivers. So we're gonna have to have a really good week of practice. I mean, it's what we live for in the secondary. We love passing teams because we get to ball out.
Well, you've been balling out quite a bit because that's all we play is passing teams. Not a slot T in there at all. So, well, good for you. And so we'll go and see what we can do and maybe bring home one of these by-district trophies behind you there. We've got 3. You can make it a foursome if you get out there and hustle. We do have an opportunity to win. You know, I think we're pretty even the match against Lavernia. Good team. Like you said, good quarterback, good teammates around him as well. Mm-hmm. So, got a couple of questions for you, unfootball related. We ask everybody this. So, what's your favorite, pie, cobbler, or cake?
Cobbler.
What kind of cobbler?
Blueberry.
Blueberry cobbler. Ice cream with that? No ice cream.
Blackberry cobbler with ice cream.
Yeah, and who makes the cobbler?
My grandma.
Dearleys. All the boys at the Dearleys pitch in, and man, it's good.
It's the Dearleys. Does your dad cook?
Yeah, he's good.
Does he get in there? Does he wear an apron?
Oh, no.
Do you wear an apron? It's okay. You can tell everybody.
No, he don't. LJ goes straight into it.
Just go straight into it. Okay. What about you? You said the grandma makes it, but how often do you see your grandmother?
Like once a week.
So you can have once a week, huh? That's good. That's good. All right. Well, listen, we're going to get out of here. But the last thing I got to ask you had to be a superhero. Who'd you be and why?
Captain America.
Why Captain America?
He's got a cool shield.
That's it? Yeah. All right, Anderson, what about you?
I'd say Hulk because I could take on some linemen as a Hulk.
You got that inner just terror, and it's kind of, look, if you could sit close enough to him and look deep into those steel blue eyes, kind of devilish a little bit, kind of wicked. Cold soul. Maybe there's something a little bit wrong with your side of the family. Probably so, knowing your father. But anyway. Well, we got Mr. Hunter Anderson and Tanner Schultz here, number 40, number 19 on the team. We'll be playing Friday night Tune in. King Lake Broadcasting starts at 6:30 this Friday night. We got a couple of interviews to do in the pregame show. We'll be there giving you Lavernia versus Canyon Lake. Well, thank you, Darren, for producing the show, and thank y'all for tuning in. And send this to whoever you'd like to so they can watch it as well. I'm Corey Martelli with the Hawks. We'll see you Friday night as the Hawks take on the Lavernia Bears. Go Hawks. Beat the hell out of the Bears. Good night.